Japan get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. So things are underway.
Andrei Shevchenko has to be the greatest player to emerge from the former Eastern Bloc.
He is the name, isn't he?
Well, when you think he terrorises Europe's best defenders by doing the most beautiful work in the beautiful game, and we're talking goal machine.
Goes for a shot! And he couldn't finish.
Mbappe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And he's intervened well there. Menu, looking to play him in. Skelia. Looking for a runner. Oh, that's clever. Tries to get it clear. Menu. Caicedo. Looking for options for movement. And he's managed to get free. Now it's Kane. And it's Menu. Knocks it into space. And that should get the job done. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So, we're seeing some conservatism here.
Mbappe! He has found the way through. Can he finish?
Mbappe made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
Japan with the corner, they're first. Towering header! And somehow he has kept that out. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know. And
can he finish? Goal! Japan! And Japan are in front. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Japan have taken the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender.
And a chance! Goal! And that is his 50th goal for this, his current club. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
He really ended up between a rock and a hard place then, Peter. Probably...
Messi! It's their second corner of the game. Flamengo are looking to go forward now. He's a sharp little ball here. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. De Ligt is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. He's found a way through. And here's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now there's a fine ball, brilliantly cut out. Japan have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. And He's had it nicked away. Aims beyond the defence. He's in one-on-one. And he can thump it away. Now it's Rafael Leao. It's out of play, and it is a goal kick. Messi. Well, that looks a cracking ball. And this is Kane. Kane gets flagged offside. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Japan looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Great ball if he can get there. Picked out, brilliant chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Japan find a position of real strength now. 5 minutes till the break. And the through ball. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. And Shevchenko! It's a goal! They are purring, truly purring. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Tries a shot! It's bounced back off the post.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And they've got a throw. Pedro Neto. And that's going right the way across. Threads one in. Oh, cracking chance for a shot! Menu. And Caicedo. And it's Messi. Searching pass he's played there.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
He's being urged to shoot. He's having a shot! Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Japan are looking awesome. Going into half-time with a lead then that is surely insurmountable. Down to business again. Alexander-Arnold. Menu. Now it's Kane. This is a promising build-up. Kane is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
He's had it taken off him. Now it's Mbappe. Caicedo. Alexander-Arnold cuts out the pass. And no, that was never going to make it. Spread to the right. Kane. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, what has happened here? He saw the danger and he went crashing in. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That ball looks a good one. Pedro Neto. Not the most accurate pass. Zabani. And it's Menu. We've got a throw in. He's shifting through the gears here. Garcia breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And that's another good win of the ball. Alexander-Arnold. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Japan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Shevchenko on 2 now and looking for 3. And he welcomes it in. He's picked his way through. Zabani did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. It's a promising position.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Caicedo. Looking for the run. And the finish! And he's stuck it away. And with that, he takes home the match ball.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Japan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Now it's Mbappe. Now, can they get him away? Mbappe! Brought out the best in the keeper.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Japan have their third corner. Terrific effort! And he's heaved it away. Zabani kept his eye on it, and he's there. Half an hour gone in the second half. Oh, that's fabulous. Menu. Look at the space here. He is through here. Messi! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Messi. Kane. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Flamengo clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Messi tries to play it through. No way through, so back it comes. Oh, there's a probing ball, distributed tidily. Now it's Pedro Neto. Now he's got space here. And that is expertly dealt with. Japan do have a chance to counter here. Now has he got the beating of his marker here? Messi. Messi. Not the most convincing of passes. Mbappe. Well, that looks a decent ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Japan against Corinthians.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running.
Andrei Shevchenko has to be the greatest player to emerge from the former Eastern Bloc.
He is the name, isn't he?
Well, when you think he terrorises Europe's best defenders by doing the most beautiful work in the beautiful game, and we're talking goal machine.
Mbappe, driving. Mbappe! Goal! Japan! And he is away. The launch of a brand new hero. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Corinthians are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, that's nice. Now it's Messi. Fernandez. And it's Caicedo. Some really good ball. Big chance! Mbappe! Oh, how good is that? A finish right from the top draw. Two, and we've barely begun here. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Japan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And that's a dangerous ball. Goes for a shot! And Shevchenko! Just cruising! They are cruising! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Number 7, Andrei Shevchenko.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Japan have scored 2 quick goals here. Oh, this is a great position. Shevchenko! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And Messi! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Messi. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Out towards the flank. Oh, what has happened here? And he's heaved it away. And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
With the owner of a blue car parked outside the stadium gate.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's away we go then. Sao Paulo have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
There's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Zico. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Mbappe is onto this, and he's lost his man. Mbappe! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Andrei Shevchenko, Peter, is a player who can hurt you in so many different ways.
Striking all-rounder.
Yeah, he's got the pace to get in behind, he's got the power, he's got the aerial ability, the versatility, the work rate. He's got it all.
One of the greatest strikers of all time, surely.
Very true.
He's found a way through. Messi. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Fernandez. Nice sequence of passes, this. So it is still 0-0. Couldn't squeeze it through. Looking to play him in. And the ball is out of play. No, it's not going to get any further than that. Cafu. And it's Messi. Caicedo. Messi. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. He has found the way through. That'll be a corner. Japan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Defending of the desperate variety. Sao Paulo have the chance to go the other way. Zico.
Sao Paulo definitely like their pressing from the front.
It's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice now.
And Shevchenko! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Shevchenko really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Japan have their second corner now. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Sabani. It's Van Dijk. Passes short and sharp.
Messi really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Modric has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. De Bruyne. Can he get on the end of this? He's been... Drogba! He's done very well to get to that.
Drogba clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And it's hoisted clear. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He'll try from distance. Oh, he has leathered that. It's their second corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, perfectly measured that.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Trossard. Van Dijk. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Messi. Looking for options for movement. He's picked his way through. Takes aim and crosses. Cleared away. Messi. Played into space. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Cafu. Now it's Messi. Messi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And here's Messi. Pinches it off him. Neymar. Drogba.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
He's shifting through the... It's Neymar! And again! What a wonderful goal!
I think this is a very welcome time for a goal, Peter. There was a momentary drop-off into defence, and he was just too good a player to miss that. A special talent has given us all a very special memory.
Great chance! Oh, the ball's come loose here. And he was alert to it. Chance! Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Japan trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat and the supports have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that's it for the first half and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Substituição no time do São Paulo. Camisa 7. Neymar.
So let's get the ball rolling.
Japan can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
That looks a cracking ball. Japan needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Looking tidy in possession here. He's cut it out. Short changes him with that pass. Now it's Mbappe. Zico. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him. Trossard really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's a pretty loose pass. Beckenbauer gets across to intercept that. This is a promising build-up. Zico, he's got away. Decent chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Sao Paulo really are good at...
Oh, given away. Zico gets flagged offside. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now that looks a decent ball. have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Shevchenko. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
A heavy challenge. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Substituição no time do São Paulo.
So, third corner of the game.
Camisa 8. Camisa 11.
Cleared without hesitation.
Camisa 4. Camisa 6.
Now the ball in. And he gets rid in a hurry. Japan are looking to go forward now. And here's Anthony. Anthony finds himself offside. No, he's not getting past him there. Now this could be a chance. He's found a way through. Kamavinga. Now it's Menu. Oh, super find. Oh, he's got... Can he finish? Well taken goal. And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Japan restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest.
Mbappe has got himself a free kick. Van Dijk did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Roberto Carlos is standing over this one.
And it's no surprise to see who's taking responsibility here.
Danielson! That was travelling. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Threads one in, and this is Messi. Oh, that's fabulous.
Japan clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Danielson. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Tries to pass it through. That's surely a foul, free kick. Modric has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident. Cafu. Khan gets it away. Cantona powering forward here. Driven in.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
That's been cut out, well played. Tries to play it through. Now it's Trossard. Now Trossard. Trossard! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, what has happened here? Throw it. And he's managed to get free.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that has left him in a heap. And that was very necessary. That'll be a throw. Now it's Trossard. And the finish! Oh, he's done it! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? Well, they've done the hard part. Now to... Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So the winners, after a remarkable collective effort, fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Messi claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for... Well, here we are with everything very much to play for. Win this one and they're going up. Incentives do not come much simpler or sweeter than that one. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Things already rolling. Japan need all the support they can get here. To say this is crucial would be to understate massively. Andrei Shevchenko, Jim, European Player of the Year, League winner, European champion, the top scorer in Italy on more than one occasion. It's an extraordinary list of achievements.
It certainly is. He really was the deadliest striker around. Absolutely lethal.
Goal scorer, match winner, national treasure. He is all of those things and much, much more. Engages and forces him off the ball. Van Dijk. And it's Messi. Menu. Ronaldinho. That's going wide left. It's McManaman. And he's quick to snatch it back. Now it's Mbappe. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. That's a nicely shaped... It's Drogba! Goal! Brazil! And Brazil take the lead. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. First quarter of an hour gone. Drogba, played out towards the right wing. Great pressure, plenty of it. And here's Mbappe. And he's intervened well there. Scholes is the team's great visionary. Pressing high and with purpose. Trossard has given away a free kick.
Japan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And he's looking to catch him up. Brazil couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Oh, it's McManaman. He's picked his way through. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man, and they're quick to get it back. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a... Goes for goal!
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Can he finish? It's in! Oh, huge goal, massive goal. They hit the reset button and we're back where we were. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Japan restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Japan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually, and it's been taken short. And here's Messi. Brazil are looking to go forward now. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle, stopped him dead in his tracks. Trossard, oh, good read. And that has left him in a heap. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, easy pickings there. Caicedo. Now Menu. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Japan! And the turnaround is complete. Just extraordinary. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Roberto Carlos with the short one. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Caicedo. Messi. And here's Menu.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Ronaldinho. Spread out to the left. Mbappe. And the referee has blown for half-time. Japan have done it in good style. Forced to come from behind, they find themselves in front at half-time, which is, for them, more or less ideal. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
Japan ahead by just the odd goal in 3. It is 2-1 at the interval. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. It's gone all the way through to the keeper.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Japan come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Rijkaard. And it's Scholes. Camavinga. Oh, nicely intercepted. Scholes. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Now it's Messi. He has found the way through. Messi. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. De Ligt does well not to be outdone there. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Shevchenko. Rijkaard. It's McManaman. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Lovely ball and a real chance now. Caught offside that time. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Japan, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Oh, good spread. And he's whipped, he leaps for it!
Brazil really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now. Menu! And it's in! And that is what they came to see, what they demanded to see. His first! And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Shevchenko stood his ground strongly. A heavy challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Ronaldinho. Now, can they get him away?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, he's enjoying. Oh, that is asking for trouble. De Ligt. Now Menu. Now it's Shevchenko. Nicely weighted ball. And it's made its way to him. Chance! Nicely spread. Camavinga with a beautifully timed run.
Well, in the end, nothing might have come of it, but nothing wrong with the running involved. Something the defence need to wake up to, I think.
Albert Ferrer calmly anticipates. Well, that's well seen too. McManaman. And it's Messi. Marquinhos does well to get it back. Messi. Messi running with the ball. McManaman. Looking to play him in. Roberto Carlos receives it in a wide chance! And that's a tiny finish. Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 22.
Now the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Well, the manager must have thought to himself, we're just narrowly ahead, so it's best to withdraw anybody showing signs of fatigue.
Brazil cut their deficits and look raring to go again.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
That's really well manoeuvred.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Nicely aimed pass. That is a great pick out. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Pablo Fornals, he's in a great position here. Rijkaard. Can he latch on to this? Oh, he's taken out, that'll be a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, I think he's quickly realised how stupid he was for doing that.
Well, what possessed him to do that, Peter, I have no idea. It's not in keeping with the quality of the performance. Pass somewhat off target. Has a look and plays it forward. Rijkaard. That has been slung wide. And there goes the final whistle. Japan have done it. A promotion sealed with a win. Japan are looking to get a flying start here in the long race towards the finish line. This is a day for optimism, for hope, for dreaming of what might be. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So straight into the action. Milan have gone with what looks like an orthodox 4-4-2, Jim.
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends as long as there's a good early supply. So playing two strikers can be a real help to this team. I mean, 4-4-2 these days, Peter, gets a lot of criticism, but it's unfair. Any system can work if you've got the right players.
In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Great chance! Goal! Japan! And just like that, he's into double figures now. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Turns back here, probably the best option. Marquinhos. And it's Serginho. And it's Sneijder. Japan leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. For Szoboszlai.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Mbappe. He's in a great position here. He might be in here. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, it's Dembele. Floated through. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent...
Dembele! It's a loose ball. That's a sharp pass. The message is clear, none shall pass. Looking for options for movement. Trossard picks it up out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, that looks a decent ball. Mbappe, can he finish? And a neat finish. And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Japan are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off their shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Shevchenko. There's the shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they're threatening to fly away here. That was a given. It always was.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And the through ball. And And a shot! It's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Japan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Messi. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Caicedo.
That's really good energy, Peter, the way they defend from the front.
Menu. Trossard. Looking to play him in. Look at the space. Judge surely has another go! And he hits the net. They are purring, truly purring.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
And now he has two. And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Signore e signori, chiunque abbia parcheggiato l'auto.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, we're on the way.
Well, this is a real privilege, Peter. There's an iconic number 10 below us.
You refer, of course, to the great Zico.
I do indeed, arguably the best of his time, and while he thrived in the number 10 role, he could play in any offensive position on the pitch, really.
We'll just sit back and enjoy him.
An easy watch, Peter.
And this is Shevchenko. The cross comes in. Cleared away. Caicedo. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities, always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Fernandez. Caicedo. Passing nice and neat. Baresi. And the shot! What a wonderful goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So, a breakthrough already. Now it's Mbappe. He might... There's the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. Defending of the desperate variety. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now he's off and running. Fernandez. And here's Trossard. Japan already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Gavi. Played down the flank. Zico receives it in a wide... It's Zico! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Henderson picks it up from the goal kick. Trossard. Aims beyond the defence. Space for him to turn and look. Oh, great leap! And there's a goal! They are purring, truly purring. Devoid of any complexity, but boy was that certain.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
Japan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Defending was strong and firm. And it's Zico. Zico venturing down the left. He's on it, can he get away? And it's a corner. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Japan have the chance to go the other way.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Right, Shevchenko. Shevchenko. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And he's managed to get free. Trossard. Trossard! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Trossard actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 3 coming up. Shot at goal! It's bounced back off the post. And that's definitely not his best. Now it's Zico. And here's Shevchenko. Trossard. Look at this. And the finish! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are disappearing out of sight. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Japan find a position of real strength now. Trossard. Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, that pass isn't the best.
2 added minutes
And
has been
Caicedo.
indicated.
Cannavaro makes the interception. Rijkaard. Oh, Red, nice interception. That's it, 45 minutes up. Oh, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Japan will be wanting more of the same in the second half then. Utterly dominant in the first period, and they're 3-0 up. So the action resumes. He's had it taken off him. Now it's Mbappe. Gavi. And it's Nagatomo. That'll be a throw-in. Nagatomo. Nagatomo just loves to go forward whenever he can. De Ligt. Mbappe is onto it in a flash. Fernandes. Mbappe. And it's Shevchenko. Pinches it off him. Oh, what a mistake! And that could well leave a mark. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Big chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Defending here is really tight. Caicedo. Japan looking close to untouchable here at 3-0. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
While sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Tries to pass it through. And that pass just didn't quite work. Nagatomo. And it's Henderson. And it's Gavi. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Port have their second corner now.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He's having a pop! And that is great goalkeeping.
Port are showing good urgency, but they have to place more emphasis on service into the box.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Floated through. And that should get the job done. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Saka. Trossard does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Caicedo. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Strokes it back. Fernandez. And this is Shevchenko. No foul, says the referee. It's a pretty loose pass. Van Dijk. That's where it came from. It's Saka. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
Oh, shooting chance! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's the chance to counter. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And that's another good win of the ball. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And it's Messi. Caicedo. Fernandez. And here's Trossard. Nicely spread. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Baresi spots it and intercepts. Japan are closing in on a comfortable win.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Fernandez! No, he's missed it.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
Substitution for Japan, number 7.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 11, Mbappe. Number 10, Messi. Number 17,
Saka, he's got away. Zabani did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Kane. Number 14,
Now it's Saka. Good read, needed to be.
Eduardo Camavinga.
Camavinga.
Number 22,
Fernandez.
Ronaldo. Number 20,
Passes short and sharp.
Substitution in progress.
Now it's Kane. Rooney.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And he's intervened well there. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And that's it. Japan, looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Japan definitely impressing me here.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Japan against Arsenal.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So straight into the action. Well, there's the man we're all here to see. Mbappe! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Now it's Mbappe. Played in. Impressive job. Oh, it's hit the post. Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Trossard. Kukçu. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now that looks a decent ball. Lewandowski was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And that's an excellent interception.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Trossard. Great vision. Doesn't quite get there.
Substitution in progress.
Arsenal making their first change very early on.
I don't really think that it's a reflection on his individual performance. I don't think he's been that bad to be taken off, but it seems more of a tactical move now for what lies ahead.
Gabriel. More and more pressure on the ball here. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Marquinhos, challenged just a bit on the firm side, and he's managed to get free. Oh, super ball! Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Trossard. That is a brilliant interception. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
And here's Shevchenko, and here's Mbappe, Messi. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Caicedo. Some intricate... Goes for a shot! Denied brilliantly.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's their second corner of the game. Trossard! No, just not quite.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Oh, lovely bit of skill. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. Nice control. Chance for a shot! He's got away with one there. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now he's running away. And Shevchenko! Not the most convincing of passes. And another try! And again, he is at his elastic best.
Mbappe really can't believe it. Foiled by the keeper again.
Corner number 3 coming up. Oh, what? Has another go! Had a swing, but it wasn't to be.
Yeah, quick thinking and the right choice for me, but that was difficult to get right.
And it's been taken short. Stood up well to him there. And now a sudden chance to counter. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's De Bruyne. Nicely weighted ball. Menu. Your impression so far, Jim?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game, now to turn it into a stranglehold.
And here's Messi. And this is Shevchenko. Real chance! Goal! Japan! And Japan are in front. Simplicity itself.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Japan have taken the lead.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Trossard is onto this. And the finish! Conte. No, again there's no way through. And this is Messi. Chance! And he's stuck it away. They are purring, truly purring. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. Japan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Now it's Mbappe. Kukçu knocks it into space. Engages and forces him off the ball. Japan have hit a quick-fire double here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Caicedo. Savani. Menu. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Nothing wrong with that tackle, all won cleanly. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? And he shoots! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
This possibly the last play of the half. Oh, good effort! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, he's on his own. Shot a goal. Yes! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Okay. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. But I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Japan producing a nigh-on perfect 45 minutes. It's 3-0. So let's get the ball rolling. Trossard and Caicedo. De Ligt. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's having a shot! In he goes again! Oh, what? And one more try! He's kept it out, just.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
The corner count is rising. That's 6. Towering header! And that's a tidy finish. This day becomes absolutely perfect. Utterly ideal. Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Trossard! Trossard! Trossard!
Japan are having a ball here. Trossard. It's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Good switch, that. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So that's got things underway. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
And this is Shevchenko. Oh, well played, well played. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Fernandez. Caicedo. Neymar. Van Basten. And a chance! Goal! Portugal! And there is your opener.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Rummenigge! And he has kept it out somehow.
Rummenigge is offering a right smile there.
Messi gets a good foot in there. Vinicius Junior. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Fernandez running with the ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mbappe picks it up out wide. Neymar. Ronaldinho.
Japan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Deflected behind for a corner kick. Portugal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That pass isn't the best. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Shevchenko. Ronaldinho. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Japan do have a chance to counter here. Now that's well seen too. And it's Caicedo. Shevchenko. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Japan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Ronaldinho quietly revving up. And the shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Fernandez. And here's Shevchenko.
Shevchenko really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Messi. And De Ligt. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Portugal really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
He's shifting through the gears here. Messi. Threads one in. Fernandez. Messi. And it's Shevchenko. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Messi. Ronaldinho. Neymar.
Japan certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Japan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Aimed beyond the defence. No luck with that dink over the top. And this is Neymar.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And here's Shevchenko. Now it's Trossard. Goes down, but nothing given. Ronaldinho. He won't be happy with that one. And here's Shevchenko. Caicedo. Messi. Defending was strong and firm. And that signals the end of the first period. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Japan trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 7.
Away we go again.
Neymar.
Japan can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Nicely shaped ball. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Mbappe. Oh, that's a fine interception. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Rummenigge. Romario. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Looking for the run. Mbappe. Trossard. And it's Fernandes. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, that's superb. Knocks it into space. Ronaldinho. He's on it, can he get away? Rummenigge is someone with real dynamite in his boots. And here's Mbappe. Conta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Van Basten, and he's got the beating of his man. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Could be danger here. That pass has been well intercepted. They're shot at goal! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Japan really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And here's Mbappe. Nicely weighted ball. Conta deals with that comfortably. Caicedo. Tries to pass, shoots! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. And that has sent him sprawling. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. And that is a little undercooked. It's a threatening ball. This is a promising build-up.
This is the time you need that pace.
A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Oh, shooting chance! Not a bad try by any means.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 13.
So we have movement on both benches.
Ronaldinho. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 17. Número 22.
And here's Trossard. That looks a cracking ball. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Pablo Fornals. That's destined for the flank.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Well read, and the danger is averted. But he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And it's Camavinga. And this is Kane. This looks promising.
There's the shot!
He pondered over it, and that goes down as a chance missed.
No surprise there. Can't be hesitant in those moments, Peter. Just allowed the defence to regroup and stop the attack.
Trossard! And he's stuck it away.
Japan are level!
A finish of great intelligence. He just understood, and he executed so smoothly.
Well, I think he knew, Peter, that once he controlled it on his chest...
And Puskás! Goal! Portugal! And they've got their lead back.
A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. Japan really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Now it's Trossard. Trossard. No foul, says the referee. Azar. Well, they can break here. That has been cut short. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Kane. And here's Trossard. Pepe promptly onto that, and that is that. And this is Romario. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas... that